All right, folks. So this is like real super cold, and still in the hotel. Probably going to be in that room until tomorrow morning because DTE still doesn't have our power on in our area. We got like 100,000. Well, the numbers come down. It's almost like 70,000 people sporadically all over. It just so happens that my neighborhood is the one that's out. So, you know, battery is toast. Driving it around right now, so the charge. I came out and that thing was just like, I was like, oh no. So luckily it got cables, but so yeah, it's super cold. It's sub-zero. I ain't talking about that video game either. It's super cold. Like, you stand out here for more than 2 minutes without no gloves on, you're gonna wish you had gloves. You know, so there's certain parts of the family that got, some folks don't even know other folks got no, but that's just how disconnected people are. I mean, long as your tushy is covered, you had no idea that everybody else was suffering without power. And this is the worst time to be without power. So, you know, I'm gonna eventually have to go back home and get some more clothes, but left the water running so the pipes don't freeze over, because it could come back on today. That's the only thing. They just don't know when. We've got crews that came up from down south to help out with the electric problems up here. So, but I don't think I'm going to work tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be the coldest day out of the last 2 to 3 days, and I'm having issues with my battery not wanting to charge or stay charged because the cold air and the wind chill is knocking it dead. So when I do get it started, I got to ride it around for a little bit so the alternator can keep that battery cells boosted, which means eventually I'm going to have to get a new battery this week sometime, because the one in here, I'm not sure. You know, when I got the car, it was still the battery in here, so I'm not sure how long that battery been in. But it's been cold, but not like this cold before. So now you get to test the metal of the car and see. These are the things that happens, and you get to find out, okay, I need this, I need that. You really don't get to know those things until you get into a certain situation. Now you're like, okay, obviously I need a battery because it's not holding a charge in this extreme cold. So ride around, radio off, everything, turn off the headlights, the daytime lights, and just let that alternator juice it. I'm at about 15 volts. Typically it's 14.4. But when you mash on that pedal, voltage kicks up to about 15 volts. So I'm going to just drive it around real quick, trying to give you guys an update, let you know I'm still alive and kicking. It's just slow motion right now. That's about it, folks. That blizzard did a number on us up here. For some of us, some people got power, and a lot of people got generators. So even with the generator, that can run you up, because you gotta keep, depending on how long the power's out, you gotta keep putting gas in that. So eventually it's gonna cost us more than what we wanted to eventually have to pay for, you know. And it's just about having enough money in your pocket, and whatever bill you had to pay, that bill ain't getting paid this week. It's not getting paid this week. Trying to keep the family warm. We ain't got time to just push it back. So anyway, I just want to let y'all know I'm good, but it's extremely cold, I'll tell you that much. And we're experiencing some issues up here, so hopefully these issues won't go too much longer. Hopefully the power will come back on, but I don't think I'm going to work tomorrow. Not with my battery the way it is. I get to work and then can't get to the crib. So I do have a battery charger. I'm about to get into the sun, but I gotta go home and find that. Hopefully the power comes back on today. They keep saying that it could come back on today. There's no guarantee that it'll be back on. But as long as I got somewhere and it's warm to sleep at. These are the things I'll be saying, you know, about when we wake up in the morning, to be thankful about having a warm place to live and sleep and eat. Because all it takes, and I said this before, all it takes is one situation to put us in a doghouse just like this. And so the times that we've been praying about being thankful for even having a place to, because there's homeless people out here who don't. You know, this one situation could make you homeless. And in a bad time of the year where, you know, weather is like it is now. So this is the reason, you know, why we say we thankful every single day. Because you never know about that one day, and it's that one day. I'm living in that testimony right now for all of you, so that now, I mean, I already know it, because that's why I pray the prayer every morning about being thankful. Because all it takes is something like this to happen. Now you like, wow. And then see all the rest of these families at the hotel, and you could tell everybody just had to pack up and go. Especially if you got babies in the house. You know, grown folk a little different. We can handle it a little bit different, but when you got babies in the house, you got to think about them children and get them children into somewhere where it's, you know, safe. Now, a lot of y'all watching me don't have a power outage. So, again, the Lord uses us in strange ways, strange and mighty ways, you know. So, anyway, just wanted to come on and let you know from the first video I put up yesterday what the situation is, how it's going. It's going, but that's the part. It's slow go, but it's manageable. Financially, it may be a crash on your pocket, but you gotta do what you gotta do to survive, and make arrangements elsewhere. Like, hey, yo, we had a situation up here. I ain't gonna be able to do this one on that date. You know, push it back. You understand? Push it back. I had to go and find shelter. Hey, so you gotta do what you gotta do a lot of times. So I'll be back. If you know, just to let you know, I'm not. You know, things are still happening all over the world, but right now I got a happening with me and the family. So that happening is a little bit more on the totem pole of priorities, right? So this is the things that we pray that we are worthy of escape. And these things, you know, we've been dealing with this type of stuff all of our lives. Those of us that live in a certain part of the country, you know, we used to it. But like I say, a lot of times things don't really mean too much until they touch you in your back pocket or they creep up on your front door. Then you want to care. Then it's like, oh man. So, but I've already been prepped for this situation. I got battery chargers. You know, it was just a last moment decision. Like, oh, gotta go. But in actuality, we're all good. Just waiting on the power company to do their thing. And that's a job I don't think I would want, to have to be out in this mess. And y'all in -degree weather. It's like these football games. I don't know how these jokers sit up in the stand. And you want to watch football and it's -20. Go home and watch it on the big screen. The night that this storm happened, nobody showed up for the Pistons game. They had the camera in the audience. More empty seats in that piece than a little bit. And wasn't nobody going out in this. That 6 inches of snow turned into 6 inches of ice, basically. That's what we walking in. Okay, that's what we working with right now. So, but anyway, we're good. Everything, you know, everything is everything. Just taking it 1 hour at a time, and that's literally for real, 1 hour at a time because of the power situation. So I'll keep y'all updated and let you know how it go. Peace. Keep us in prayer. Keep everybody here in prayer in this area, in this region, because you know it can get tight. Deuces, y'all.